Yep,
Yes.
same champion, different jungler na ngayon. Instead of going for the Jarvan. Sejuani is a good pick again. Like what happened yesterday, no? Kagabi yung last laban ng I think may pumili din ng Sejuani and it somehow benefited the Naga Esports. Tama, Naga Esports with Nixta. Picking up Sejuani jungler. Talagang napaka-effective niya in terms of yung crowd control na kanya ibigay dito.
The Fire and Ice combo that's really favored by Naga Esports.
Rumble Sejuani, right?
Yes.
The Fire and Ice. Yeah.
Yes.
So Azir in the mid for Ochi. Wow.
Right.
Very interesting.
Yeah, 5.3 patch. Azir has been nerfed. His damage on his Conquering Sands, that's his Q, has been nerfed quite significantly. Also, Orky actually.
Orky.
And just to finish what I was saying, Arise yung W din has been nerfed quite significantly. So damage output wise, Azir, even if he does scale well into the late game, hindi pa rin siya kasing ganda as compared to the older patch of the Azir. Yes.
And I think that's one of the reasons why instead of going for the semi-attack speed AP carry champion dati na Azir, ang ginagawa nila talaga ngayon ay focus talaga sa AP.
Yes.
The Morelia Nomicon, we have the Zonya Starglass, talagang ganun yung nakikita ko mga Azir ngayon.
Yes,
but like, after what happened nung recent patch natin, nung na-nerf talaga, na-lessen yung paggamit sa kanya dito.
Yes. And now, Wargods do get the pick onto the Lee Sin jungler for Stronger, and the ADR Tristana already showing their hand what they want to show in the bot lane. As for Pacific Esports, they were able to get, like you said, the Sejuani jungle and a hover over the Lucian, one of Lusuria's favorites, along with the Caitlyn.
I've seen Luxuria playing Lucian for quite a while now, no? Talagang napakagaling niya in terms of the kiting skills na meron siya. Mechanical champion ito si Lucian. And after ng sobrang daming changes sa ating mga AD carry roles, we have Tristana being na-rework siya dito. We have Jinx, we have Severe. Talagang na-outshine itong si Lucian. So, it's been a while since makita ko ulit si Lucian dito sa ating PGS.
But having a Lucian, you'd want to have a complementary support, which would actually they might take with the Morgana, but one of the best, if ever, to get for a support when you have an ADR Lucian is the Braum. Just because when you activate the Braum's passive, Lucian's passive complements it well with that instant two auto attacks immediately, so you get a faster stun than you normally would. But they are going to get, I believe this is a support Morgana for Pacific Esports.
Support Morgana is not a bad choice for their team, especially kung kakagamitin nila si Liulu for the support role for the Gamex.Wargods. But in terms of how they will trade the damage output na mangyayari dito, no, we have the Tristana and Lulu against Lucian and Morgana. So it's all about the Dark Binding coming from Morgana. That's going to be their cue, whether they will go in or they will just give a poke damage dito.
Yes, but with a Sejuani, it's more of a complementary, let's say, initiation tool. Rather going in for Dark Binding, Soul Shackles, and then as the enemy team scatters, use your Glacial Prison of the Sejuani to try and catch someone out, or use Sejuani's Glacial Prison first, and then Soul Shackles for a prolonged amount of stun. But Wargods getting again a very, it's an overall type of team composition with the Ahri mid lane, with the top lane Maokai, and yes, I believe it's going to be the top lane Maokai, unless they want to go for a Maokai support. But I don't think they will.
I doubt na ganun yung mangyayari dito. So, yes, I think it's final mga kaibigan. Gamex.Wargods would go for the mid lane Ahri and top lane Maokai dito. This is going to be very interesting. Maokai versus whoever is going to be picked by the Pacific.
Sion.
Pero we'll see, no? Ano yung mga possible counter na alam mo na papalag kay Maokai na champion?
Maokai. I guess Maokai is a really strong tank frontliner. So what you want to do is just be able to bully him before he gets that tankiness up. And champions that can do that would actually be Irelia, Gnar, Rumble. Actually those three, and okay, wait. Is that going to be a support Kassadin?
I don't think so. Pinag-iisipan
Support?
mabuti ngayon ng Team Pacific dito ang kanilang magiging
Cassidy.
pwestuhan. So looking at the
Okay, never
lineup,
mind.
yes, there you go. We have the mid lane Cassidy for the Pacific. So looking at the lineup, we have Gamex.Wargods, Maokai for top lane for JLC. We have the jungle still stronger for Lee Sin. We have Ochi in the mid lane for Ari. So wala syempre si BYY using Tristana tonight. We have Skill for Lulu as their support.
Yes, and as for Pacific Esports, we have Nids in the top lane, Katarina. Bitum will be our jungle Sejuani. Oni will be the mid lane, Kassadin. Luxuria will be the ADR Lucian, and Astarte will be the support Morgana. So Astarte, I've been seeing him use a lot of unorthodox supports like a Scion support or a Scion Veigar before, but it's actually one of my first time to see him use someone a little bit more into the meta,
Yeah,
like a
a
support
standard
Morgana.
support.
Standard support.
So, in the bottom lane, na-confirm na, no? We have Lucian and Morgana versus Tristana and Lulu. So, in terms of the trade, gaya na sinabi ko kanina, it's all about how Pacific will secure their objective of locking a champion dito. They take note, ang dami nilang crowd control. They have, actually, they only have two main crowd control dito na the Glacial Prison from Sejuani and yung Dark Binding from Morgana as well as yung kanyang Soul Shackle. Ang problema naman dito ng team ng ng Pacific against the Gamex.Wargods, they have more on, mas marami sila magiging tanky champion compared to the Pacific dito. They only have Sejuani that could go for a pure tank build dito. Unlike for the Pacific, they have Maokai and Lee Sin.
But Pacific right now is in danger of having a lacking source of damage output. Yes, you have the Katarina, you have this Kassadin for, let's say, AP damage, and then there's the Lucian. And yes, we do know that Lucian can scale well, but against a Tristana, if he loses his lane, the reliable amount of damage that Pacific can put out is only magic damage, and War Gods can counter that out by making JLC into a, let's say, magic resistant champion, and then Stronger can follow that up, and then this is Ochi and VYY being in the backline, or Ochi catching someone off and then bursting them down easily. And if that fails, there's of course, like I've said, VYY doing in the backline, and Skill will provide some support, and he can actually counter out a lot of the damage coming in from Katarina. We either have to polymorph her into a rabbit or squirrel.
Depende kung ano, random yan eh.
Random.
Depende sa trip ni Lulu.
Yes, or if she's near some enemy member, just Sonic and Wild Growth that knock her up, cancel her her Death Lotus. Sorry. As for Kassadin, I'm not sure because Kassadin has to Rift Walk in to try and get into damage range, and right now War Gods has a very let's say hard to pick composition. What do you want to burst down? A Maokai if he's really fat, he's gonna be able to tank a lot of damage along with his Vengeful Maelstrom. As for Stronger, he can safeguard back to his teammates if ever. And Ochi does have his Spirit Rush to get out of that danger zone if, let's say, Oni does try to get back in. And then VYY has the support skill, which would give him a lot of HP with the Wild Growth and the shield coming in from his skills. Yes. And before we go into the game, we will be back after a short advertisement.
Parasite the Maxim. Watch it the same day as Japan. Thursdays at 11 p.m. on Animax.
And we are back. Again, this is the Pro Gaming Series 2015 Spring Season, Week 12. A best of 2 match between Gamex.Wargods versus Pacific Esports. And
yes, this is it. Our welcome to the Summoner's Rift and Pacific versus Gamex.Wargods. So, like what you've said kanina no, about the analysis sa ating gaming sa game dito, I think in terms of the late game potential, Pacific have the advantage dito at yun ang dapat iwasan ng team ng Gamex.Wargods. They can surely burst down a champion if ever na makahuli sila with the Glacial Prison coming from Batum. And, well, kapag nagsabay-sabay yung kanilang mga skills dito, it's all about how they will execute their skills and how they will lock down a champion. Take note, they have Morgana that could use yung kanyang Dark Binding and follow up with the Soul Shackle. Sobrang dami ng kanilang skills na pwedeng magbigay ng advantage for their team. But like what you've said, kung magawa naman ang paraan ng Gamex.Wargods since they have a champion like si Maokai in the top lane that could tank all the damage coming from their team as well as Lee Sin or itong si Stronger that could use a safeguard and then go back away para i-burn lang yung kanilang mga skills dito.
yes, also if ever, I forgot that Tristana, of course, with her ultimate is that Buster Shot can push away someone that tries to go in and get a pick. If ever that they need yung extra space. Kagaya natin ngayon, wala tayong ka-date.
Yes. Kailangan nating, since wala tayong ka-date, kapag nakakita tayo ng mga couple, i-buster shot natin sila. Anyway, so eto na tayo ngayon. We have the Gamex.Wargods. Napansin ko lang sa lineup nila, no, they have Lulu for the support role, which is kind of unusual na at the current meta. But still applicable support role pa din dito. And I think one reason that they have, since they pick itong si Lulu, is because they have Lee Sin and Maokai that could go in and protect with the wild growth if ever na ganun yung mangyari dito. And take note, he has the Ignite Summoner spell instead of the Exhaust, which gives me a lot of thinking dito. Ito ba Dark Binding coming from Pacific Astarte. So, this is it.
Also, what I'm seeing right now, yung parang nagiging trending ng mga Morgana supports, they'll wait into this rush area right here or here and Dark Binding someone, put in a lot of initial damage, force the enemy ADR to recall, and get level and goal advantage from that.
You could actually get a first blood kung gano'n yung mangyayari dito.
Yes.
But they are trying their best to dodge an early invade muna. Guarding their jungle buffs dito. So it's kind of unusual to see again a support role actually with the ward in this early point of the game. Gaya na sinabi ko kagabi, no, na-explain ko naman na usually nakikita natin ngayon is wala na silang ward na dinadala and more on sustain in the bottom lane to, well, para magtagal talaga sa kanilang jungle.
Yes,
I mean to support in the bottom lane.
Yes, also, they do that because they're trying to be aggressive supports, and without that, actually, did JLC use his oh, he's actually going to get it, but here comes Starte in the backline. Sorry about that. Where is he? Where is he? There he is.
Stronger. He's going for an early red buff instead of the Golem. So Pacific has started being very aggressive dito.
Oh,
He
gets the steal.
knows how JLC is playing this game. He actually did this last night, actually kahapon, no?
Yes.
Na kinuha niya kagad yung mga saplings. So Astarte is reading this game very well.
Yes, but with a different, let's say, approach to it. Before last night, JLC did use those saplings, but he timed it perfectly na pan spawn yung Raptors. There were already around 2 to 3 saplings, and nandun na siya for the kill. But what happened there was JLC was using his saplings to try and scout out if ever Pacific would try to go in and do something, let's say, cheesy. And
Not a joke, no?
it's not a joke. Ano talaga siya? Term
Yes. So ngayon, no, napansin natin dito na tatlong champions from Pacific na tayo kukuha ng red buff.
Oh.
And Stronger will try to steal this red buff. However, Batu managed to get that red buff and that charm will connect as well as yung kanya ignite. And it will go down as well as Start is still level 1. No more trade, no more engage.
Yes. Very nice rotation. They're coming in from Ochi. Again, like I've said, an early game Kassadin, you can't do too much with it rather than just farming up. And with, again, the Ari having a charm and
gosh.
overperception so early
Double
on.
buff ngayon si Ari.
Yes. dominating her lane. Even though she's losing in terms of the HP, she can just heal her up with the passive or just go back, get more items. She actually has 828 in her bank right now. She's gonna come out with probably a Doran's...
Fiendish Codex, I think.
Yeah, finish
Or,
or a Doran's ring first with boots if she doesn't decide to go back.
And then comes the started. Dark Binding connected to Ochi dito. And Ochi taking so much damage. He was ignited. As well as yung exhaust coming from Astarte. And that normal hit. Actually, the burn siya ng kanyang ignite dito. And he will go down.
Valentine's na Valentine's talaga ngayon. Nagbibigayan sila ng double buff. Which is equivalent na sa chocolate sa Summoner's Rift.
So that chocolate will surely give you enough happiness and diabetes.
Talagang nagiging ano tayo dito ngayon.
At least kahit na paano, no, we are enjoying the Valentine's Day here in the Rift.
Also, I want to point out that BYY level 3 already only has his Q and W up. He's not getting his explosive charge right now because he doesn't want to push his lane too fast. Just wants to freeze it and extend his lane phase as much as possible.
So right now, Pacific decided to let Luxuria solo the bottom lane so he could get a fast experience as well as yung kanyang level niya dito. Mabilis siya makakuha ng kanyang level 6 and farm.
I just want to check. Alright, so you can see right now that in terms of gold advantage, Oni is actually ahead. Even though if Ochi did get in that first blood, Oni was able to get a kill with the help of Astarte and then have that PS advantage while Ochi was dead. And now Oni does have that blue buff for himself, can spam out a lot of skills.
Yes, you won't let a Kassadin get those 2 buffs. It's very dangerous, it's very risky, for especially for the mid laner. And usually ganito yung mga nangyayari sa mga rank game eh. Ang nangyayari dito parang binigyan mo ng red and blue yung aking kalaban dito. Sisihin kita hanggang sa tapos yung game.
Pero di sila pwede magsisihan dito kasi group effort dapat ang laban. This is what competitive scene is all about, teamwork.
Indeed. So Skill trying to gank mid dito. He has it disengaged. Batum will respond. That Dark Binding is about to get to Skill. Skill taking a lot of damage and he will go down. Of course, with the 3-man gang in the top lane dito from the Pacific. Very nice job for Pacific.
Very nice zone out there by Skill, but he already saw that Astarte was there, and I think
He also have the ward.
Yeah,
In the try to.
yeah. He could have tried. I think he could have dodged Astarte's Dark Binding there to try and escape the follow-up aggression coming in from Batum and Nids.
Batum securing this vision ward. Yes, to make sure na walang vision dito ang team ng Gamex.Wargods. So right now, 2 to score 200 gold difference in favor of team Pacific Esports, and that's because of what happened in the top lane dito. They got 2 assists and 1 kill. I think it's about time for the Pacific to get the first dragon of the game. If they manage to secure the vision that they need for this first buff. But that something will give enough vision for the members of Gamex.Wargods. It's now level 6. Wow, very good job for DLC dito. They're trying their best to get this first dragon of the game. Will see this one? No, napakagang maggamit ang kanyang smite dito. However, Ochi has been exhausted and he's taking so much pressure sa laban na ito. He have to go back muna for a while.
Stronger miscalculated his smite there. Smited it first, and then Batum just held off his smite for as long as he can and won that smite steal wars.
And I think yung smite yata, yes, tama ako. Na-update laser na yun si Stronger, which we don't usually see for a DC champion. I think he will switch it back to Stronger State later. And here comes Sony, mga kaibigan, na rin in the mid lane to kill Ochi. But he have to use that flash disengage.
Yes. And Nid taking a decent amount of damage up here.
Oh my gosh, BYY very aggressive. One more hit! And that skill will kill. Secure their kill in the top lane.
That was a very good dive coming in from VYY and Skill there, but Skill got the kill onto Nids. It wasn't the target that they wanted. They wanted to give it to VYY, but Nids was just one all attack away from dying, and same was VYY. If he tried to go in there, Nids would have gotten another kill for himself. It's already 2-0. And in terms of the goal advantage, you can see right now that he's leading around 200 gold compared to JLC. And this is only because of the kills. JLC is actually winning in terms of the CS.
Just like what he did yesterday, no? JLC would go for the Righteous Glory again.
Yes.
Instead of going for the Rod of the Ages for his champion.
Yes, very true. And Astarte and Oni are now just in the mid lane, pairing up to see if they can catch out Ochi. And
So, Katarina or Tusi Need decided to prioritize yung kanyang Abyssal Scepter. Going for any other item. JLC try to get Stronger will try to respond for JLC dito. A miss Sonic Wave. So yung Surya will get away. But he burned his flash. So not a bad decision coming from Gamex.Wargods.
yes. Also, I'm wondering, pag ginamit mo yung Surya, yung parang soccer skin ni Lucian, can he take away yung sapling ni JLC?
I think the same thing too. Pero here comes Gamex.Wargods. Ojima, I think, trying to kill Oni. However, he managed to disengage yet. The top lane, there's initiation. JLC will teleport, but it was cancelled by him because I don't think it would be worth it kung mafu-full yung cooldown ng kanyang teleport dito.
Yes. Also, again, Skill is getting too caught out in the top lane. He got caught out before with this over aggression onto Nids, and now it's just because Betum had his glacial prison up, and it's still his level 5 doesn't have his wild growth to try and save himself.
I
Actually,
think this is very risky, or this is looking very dangerous for the Gamex.Wargods, no? Skill is still level 5, same with Astarte, but the difference here is that Astarte is gaining assist, 4 assists. Oh well, Skill have the assist as well with the 1 kill, but take out the Yas 2 deaths na right now. Oh! He's killing Nids! Wow! Beautifully executed by BYY the top lane, and that turret will be destroyed as well.
don't say that Tristana doesn't have any early game burst now. Gaya ng sinabi natin, mag-buster shot tayo, and she did do that.
Buster shot the couples out there.
Yes,
So,
and
4-4
by
score
my
pa rin.
friend Burrito's account, he has been seeing around 40 couples out there na. Kami dapat yung buster shot.
Hindi lang talaga yung mga couples dito.
Medyo ano talaga tayo ngayon. But again, back to the game. Very nice play there from DYY. Gives them a gold advantage around 600 with the kill, with the top tier 1 going down.
So BYY, no, as much as possible, he's not being very aggressive dito. But ang ginagawa niya was makakita siya ng chance to get Nids or Katarina. He could dish out a lot of damage for his champion. And here comes Dark Binding once again from Astarte. Skill will go down for the Pacific. One for an exchange here in the bottom lane. Ochi connected yung kanyang charm dito for Oni. And he have to disengage.
Yes, and now it's a 4-man push onto this bot tier 1. They can't. Oh!
Wow! Batum will dive in. Use the initial pistol. Batum hindi ko doon nga ba. Hindi na fully stack yung kanyang explosive charge. And there's a 4 vs 2 champion in the bottom lane. I think they have to just defend that turret.
That would have been a kill onto BYY. If, oh, actually, do they see this? No, they do not. They're pinging it out though.
They're not aware. There's the 4 champion dito. Tumawa na naman ang Dark Binding to Skill. I mean, the stronger, sorry. That is a double kill actually for their team. Oh, very impressive play coming for the Pacific.
A very... Okay.
Too much from Mochi dito. Very deep engaged. He'll have to use that ignite. However, Mochi will go down. Skill as well. That dive in sa turret dito. And they will secure 2 kills as well as a turret.
Pacific Esports going in with the Garen mindset. Stay in the brush and get kills, and Stronger was like a moth to a flame, where you just put the ward knowing that there's a pretty good chance that Pacific Esports were just camping there, waiting for their next prey.
And to be honest, I think ang naging issue dito is masyado naging aggressive ang members ng Gamex.Wargods, and you have to do something about the para aggression coming from skill and secure their visions in this game.
Yes, and the Dragon is now up for grabs. Pacific Esports with the first Dragon buff. Oh, okay, there we go.
Some JLC are finally connected over the wall, coming from Astarte, and JLC with that vengeful Maelstrom will be saved. Oh, nito na naman ang kanyang Riftwalk from Oni. And one more kill for their team. They are about to secure this Dragon. I don't think team Gamex.Wargods can steal this one. Mali pa nila ako magawa ng paraan Stronger.
Makikita natin ngayon Pacific Esports nagsasama-sama, parang couple sa Valentine's. First Gamex.Wargods naghihiwalay-hiwalay, parang couple na nag-break up sa Valentine's.
So it's not about the Valentine's na dito. So ngayon, nakikita natin yun na.
Oh!
Puti! Oh my gosh! You have to safeguard.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
You have to disengage again.
Almost.
A turret trade
Yes.
for the Gamex dito.
Not the best of trades because JLC did die early on, but still it was a trade that gave Wargods to try to catch up to the gold advantage that Pacific have. Pacific now have a 2,300 gold advantage. Wargods, let's go!
Oh my gosh, here comes Stronger once again. Tumama, ginamit na start yung kanyang Soul Shackle to disable Stronger dito. A rocket jump from BYY. And that's too much for them to initiate dito. So they have to go back muna for a while. And I think they are going to get this turret. Like Mr. Charm from Mochi, that this is going to be very dangerous for him. He's taking a lot of damage. Riftwalk is up. And he can just jump in. But because there's a turret over there, you have to go back.
Yes. And now Wargods trying to get back into the game by just getting pushed into towers, and with those pushes, try to get a pick off.
Important score.
There we
Almost
go.
3,000 gold difference dito, no, in favor of the Gamex. I mean, the Pacific Esports. And this game, sobrang snappy ng galaw ngayon ng Gamex.Wargods. And they have to think na malaking bagay sa kanila itong game na ito. Because their top 2 spot will be taken by the Pacific if ever na sila makakuha ng 3-0 score. 2-0 score.
And pag nangyari yun, ang mag-aagaw for the 4th place would be Imperium Pro Team and Naga Esports. Alright, right now, again, oh actually, he does see this.
4-man gang again from the Pacific dito. Astarte is not worrying so much about his level. Because more focus sa gang yung ginagawa niya. Here comes JLC, mga kaibigan, initiating a team fight while defending this first tier turret. While BYY is pushing the bottom lane.
Yes. Makikita mo yun yung way kung paano nag-release Astarte ng Dark Binding niya is that he's guessing where the player will actually try to dodge it and put it there. Na in a position na kahit man i-dodge nila, okay, parang out of position pa rin yung target niya. And possibly get a pick with the help of his members, but okay.
Very risky for Stronger. So he has to go back muna. Important score at this point of time in favor of the Pacific Esports. You have a 2,400 gold people in favor yet for Pacific Esports again. At ang ating third destroyed ay 2-3, but in favor of Wargods.
Yes. Also, you can... Okay, there's an engage. Or no, this is a teleport. Yeah, this is a teleport.
Teleport from needs to the top lane.
Yes, JLC does have his teleport up, so he has the luxury of pushing in the top lane for as long as he wants to just teleport in further. So on, use his righteous glory to try and catch someone off and create a monster wave in the top lane. Also, I just want to talk about, even though Pacific Esports only has that 2,400 goal advantage against Wargods, this isn't the reason why Wargods is afraid to try and aggress onto Pacific is because Wargods throughout this game has been a little bit too overextended. All of them are getting particular picks.
Facial Prison connected to JLC once again, but he has to go back muna for a while and defend that first tier turret. However, 4 members of Gamex.Wargods will defend. Will push the mid lane of the Pacific Esports, so they are not aware na si JLC nandito pa rin. And he will respond in the mid lane. I think this is a 4, possible 4 versus 2 trade. However, BYY is more on focus sa turret dito. Dark Binding connected once again to steal. And really goes on the Alpha. Yes, he goes to set down this coming from Leeds. A good kickback coming from Leeds more stronger. And it's a 1-1 exchange mga kaibigan. But Batum will dive in without the Glacial Prison. Hochi will use that Spirit Rush. And Vengeful Maestro will try to save his comrade. But the dive in, not a good idea for JLC that time. BYY is forced to use his flash. They're trying. Oh. Wow! What a beautiful execution coming from Pacific dito, especially for Astarte. That Smite and the Dark Binding.
Yes. Also, right now, the strategies coming in from these junglers is that they'll actually opt to go in for a Radiant Trailblazer for the first, let's say, 15 minutes of the game for good farming, and then use. And just, I believe you can trade it. I believe you can. Like I said, trade yung
Pwede mo siyang palitan as long as hindi mo pa siya na-upgrade
into the tier 3.
Yeah.
So that's what Batum is doing right now, and it's actually working well for him because he doesn't need the Radiant Trailblazer anymore for anything because he has been roaming quite frequently with Astarte. Astarte right now is actually level 9 compared to level 8 of skill, and he would actually have a bigger level advantage if he was in lane farming with Luxuria. But again, they're just going in for these clashes, and you don't need a high level Morgana, you just need her for the Dark Binding and Soul Shackles, and of course,
oh my gosh, it's going to be very dangerous for Stronger. He was forced to use that flash, and the dragon is up. This is the 3rd dragon of the game right now. This is the 2nd dragon for the Pacific Esports. So if they manage to get this 3rd dragon of the game, it's going to be their 3rd buff. And it's going to be very dangerous for the Gamex.Wargods if they can't get this 3rd dragon.
Yes, very true.
This is the initiation from JLC, however, BYY got locked down. Pacific Astarte will use a Soul Shackle for BYY, and he will go down. JLC zoning out the other members of Pacific. It's a 2-kill mga kaibigan for the members of Gamex.Wargods, and it was turned around by them. 3 champion will go down. It's 3-for-1 exchange, and it's a dragon for them.
What a beautiful flasher coming out of Gamex.Wargods. Perfect zoning out there by JLC. Zoning out 3 damage dealing members of Pacific Esports. He pushed out Luxuria, Nids, and Oni. And then
a summoner has disappeared.
Something went wrong right now at nagkaroon tayo ng post, but that was a very huge play from the Gamex.Wargods.
Yes, and now we're going to see it in the replay, and camera is not available. Alright.
I think nagkaroon lang tayo ng code, kaya tayo nag-post talaga ng game because the camera is not available.
Yes, okay, nabigla din ako dun. But again, like I've said, it was a very good positioning from JLC.
I just thought naging available na ang ating
and ano kasi Astarte with his Morgana was there for the 3-man Soul Shackle, but there was no follow-up from the damage. It was Nids just using his Death Lotus and hitting no one. He was spinning out of control.
I think it usually happens when nakita mo na parang, alam mo yun, parang wow, I am already here, so what should I do? Should I just sacrifice myself and die for nothing, or do give enough damage to at least secure another give at least some effort to win this team fight?
Yes. Also, belly dancer Katarina siya, kaya I think parang gusto niya na lang maging dancer. Kaya siya. Nag-Death Lotus na lang in place.
I think so, since it's Valentine's Day today. So, who knows, kaibigan. So, Nidal 0 is up now for Nidali. For Tristan. Katarina. Needs kasi yung pangalan niya, so I always
Say Nidali.
say Nidali.
Yes,
Mistakenly call
nakakalito
him
din
Nidali.
kasi minsan talaga. Alright, so again, we're just having a little bit of a pause, and right now, I did say that Pacific Esports did have that lead, but then, Wargods wasn't too far behind. They were only down like around 2,000 HP. 2,000 HP, 2,000 gold. And then, with that clash, it actually gave Wargods a little bit of momentum to try and get back into the game. And,
Ooh!
what happened there?
Nauntog yata. Or
Where is-
patay siya ng
Ng drugs. Can we get a replay onto that later? If ever.
siguro
I think he was trying to farm it up, or he was actually disconnected, I believe.
he was supposed to just go back na kasi naka-resume na yung game, but I think siguro he tried.
Yeah, or it was paused, and nung pagka-reconnect niya, one hit away wala lang siya, even though he tried to recall back. Okay, right now, the blue buff will be given on to Achi.
Back to laning phase tayo ngayon.
The second. Alright.
So mukhang nakita natin yung nangyari kay Nits kanina at talagang tinry niyang kumuha ng drugs. Siguro nagkaroon siya ng konting mistake doon.
Correct.
But right now, 8-13 score na tayo in favor of the Pacific Esports pa rin.
Actually, even though it is in terms of the kills, there's still a 1 tower advantage in favor of Wargods, and right now, they are trying to position themselves near the Baron area actually for Pacific Esports.
So 161 CS against 112 CS dito. Or needs against JLC, and I think JLC is doing it well in terms of how he is managing yung kanyang role dito, no?
Yes.
Being the top laner, being the front line of their team. Doing a pretty good job. Mga kaibigan, here comes the initiation once again. Just defend this first tier student. Stronger will use the safeguard, the demon knockup coming from the Dragon's Rage. However, he's only a 3 versus 4 members of the Gamex.Wargods, the Pacific. One champion will go down. Two champion will go down. What a good trade coming from the Pacific. Needs will try to respond, mga kaibigan. And Donnie will secure a kill. And it's a 2-1-4-3 exchange in favor of Pacific. It was a
What?
very sloppy move once again.
Yes, what was Wargods doing there? They didn't have Achi or DYY to try and do something, and wow, it's put a lot of damage.
Mawawasok na ba yung third
Why?
support? Can you...
Yes, I will check.
Kasi hindi I was trying.
Around 140 HP
Almost.
pa. Yes. Again, that clash coming out of Wargods, they tried to fruitlessly try to defend the top tier 1. And like a girl being shut down by the guy he likes. Busted yung tower.
I think it's kind of medyo baliktad, no? It was a guy being shut down by his girl
You
because
never know.
he was rejected.
You never know kasi minsan nare-reject din yung girl.
Tita Soray. Anyway, that was a very good job for the Pacific, and a huge mistake coming from from the Wargods dito, no? Since nakita natin na yes, it was enough yung kanilang crowd control, the tankiness is okay, as well as the damage that they could, the crowd control that they have, but they don't have enough damage to secure at least 1 kill in that team fight.
Yes, because Wargods, I think they're just trying to delay as much time to try and get DYY farmed up. He already has that Phantom Dancer and Infinity Edge, but still needs around 1 more item, which is probably going to be a Last Whisper to try and maximize his damage output. And Wargods might try to go in and find a clash after that.
So no one is taking the Baron yet, and the Dragon was about to come out, I think, for the next 4 fight. Oh my gosh, Risa Sarte will go down. Beautifully executed coming from Ochi dito, using that charm just in time. Wow.
Yes. And Astarte got a Karma onto him, and
Oh my gosh, Luxuria will go down as well. That righteous glory will surely give them a glory in that team fight.
yes, magsama-sama na kayo para manalo.
Stick to win.
Stick to win.
That is motto dito sa League of Legends.
Yes. Now,
So, this secondary turret will be taken by the Gamex.Wargods. And is it pansin mga kaibigan? It will initiate it right now! A 3-man visual prison coming from Batum! And yes now! What a turnaround from the Gamex.Wargods because of the darkness that they have! Yet again, Ochi is still up! Oni is still up, sorry! As nothing will go down! A double kill for BYY! They're chasing down Oni dito! He managed to disengage with that Rift Walk and they're taking this turret here in the mid lane.
ang tangkad ni VYY kung nilagyan siya ng Wild Growth. Wow.
Umangkad si Tristana.
Also, oh!
But that was not a good idea for Oni, so I think he will go down. And that damage output will kill Oni. BYY, reset na yung kanyang rocket jump so he can just jump in. But he decided not to. He decided to just kill that Luxuria in this game. 16-19 score, nakabawi kagad ang team ng Gamex.Wargods.
Yes, very true. And that all started with Astarte dying from the face check onto the brush. And whoa, Astarte is glowing actually.
I think that is because they elixir of the ruin, tama ba?
Yes, I believe that's Elixir of the Wind. Kung iron
Di ba
siya,
para siyang para siyang mini Baron buff that could give a buff to your
bonus
minions
damage. Yes,
na mga
bonus
kasama mo.
siege damage for your minions.
Yeah, so not a bad idea for him, especially being a support role. At least that could help your team to push a certain lane. But right now, Pacific is taking this fourth dragon of the game. But it's only a 3-man team. A 3-man member of the Pacific ito mga kaibigan. Pacific Batum is taking too much damage. He got charmed by Ochi dito and he will go down. JLC chasing down Astarte. He have to use that flash disengage and they're getting this fourth dragon of the game. It's the second dragon for the Gamex.Wargods.
Yes. Meron atang Valentine's buff si Ochi because like we know, Ari is a charming monster.
Indeed, the charming monster. Mapapanood mo yun, no? I forgot the title ng
My girlfriend is
cinematic.
Sugomiho.
Yung cinematic ng
Have you done?
recent
Or
cinematic ng LOL
Oh.
na they have Ari being chased down by Darius,
Oh,
Rengar.
a new dawn, yes.
Yeah. Actually, Darius and the Graves, because of Leona and Rengar, she's being protected very well.
Yes, very true. And parang wala siyang actually ginawa dun sa buong video na yun kahit man para tungkol sa kanya yun.
Takbo-takbo lang siya.
Mas dahil pang ginawa si Leona.
Well, that's the AP carry
Yes.
job. Run. Just give enough damage as long as you can. So right now, 17-19 score. They're securing the vision here in the Baron.
Yes. Actually, sayo pala ni Ari, yung sa, ano siya, yung sa dance moves ng, I believe SNSD yun, yung
Yeah.
sa You Better Run.
Yung sa Popstar area tayo.
I think kahit saan nila.
Yung
regular
item
lang.
massive dance skin niya.
And
Yung parang parang
tumatakbo siya in place.
Parang-
Na, may hinihimas yung pader.
hinihimas niya yung pader na soft na pader dito. Soft ball. Yan. So this crack will go down for the members of Gamex.Wargods.
Ang daming humahabol sa kanya.
Of course.
Now, there is no vision for Pacific into this Baron. And Wargods are just going out of it, just putting, again, dominant vision over the Baron to try and... Ooh. You can hear that, the creepy voice coming in from Astarte. Of course, kahapon is Friday the 13th, so granted na baka nanood siya ng mga horror movies. And
Actually, Ghost Bright Morgana is one of the most scariest skin na meron tayo sa League of Legends. Aside from the ano yung pangalan yung recent na Nami skin? I forget eh. Pero yun eh, parang ganun din eh. Sumisigaw din na babae, ito yung nag-recall siya. Ang umuungo.
which is, anong nangyayari pag nagkakaaway ang boyfriend sabi mo? Sumisigaw mo ba? Ang dami ng puns na nangyayari dahil sa Valentine's Day.
Yes. So much cleverness coming from Asurai dito sa larong ito. But yes, I think the item coming from Luxuria is pretty much okay na at the moment. The usual item for lane again. Oh my gosh, you're stronger. What are you doing? It's going to be very dangerous for your team if ever na ikaw magkamali.
Yes. Naka-summer vacation skin ka, pero pag namatay ka, mag-vacation ka sa ibang lugar.
Yes, mag-vacation ka sa base. At babalik ka after a few seconds. So Baron is still up, but I think Gamex.Wargods is trying to set this Baron.
Actually, this might be just a taunt.
Yeah, baiting
For-
the dragon.
Yes,
the
Pacific.
Baron.
Actually, ang ganda pala ng strategy ng Pacific. With the Black Shield going on to Nids, and then Ultimate coming out of Bitoom, and Nids just going in Death Lotusing, not being able to stop because he still has that Black Shield onto him. But the only problem with that is, if Ochi can actually put a decent amount of AV damage, even just one Orb of Deception, I think that may actually proc the Black Shield to dissipate from Nids. I just want to see how much his Orb of Deception actually does damage. It deals 318 damage, I think. Alright, there you go.
Here comes the initiation from the members of Gamex.Wargods dito mga kaibigan sa Spell Shield. But BYY and Ochi is taking a lot of damage. He was disabled. That Nation Prison will once again stop him from killing a champion. Wow, what a good dive coming from Luxuria dito. And he's dealing a lot of damage against his opponent. A double kill for Luxuria. And JLC will surely go down as well. And Stronger is the only one survive that team fight.
Best case scenario engage coming out of Pacific. They know that GLC is the frontline tank for Gamex.Wargods, but then they just bypassed him because Astarte was there as a bait.
Kasi the good idea for the Gamex.Wargods, no? Medyo napilitan silang pumasok because of the Righteous Glory or because they saw that they can initiate for Pacific Astarte, but napalimutan nila na yung kanilang carries ay open wide. So Pacific turned it around with the Glacial Prison from Batum. He managed to disable Ochi and VYY, and that is the go signal for Tips dito to go in as well as Surya.
And now with that first inhibitor down, Pacific Esports again having the gold lead with around 4,000, and Wargods need to okay, no din ako din.
Pacific needs to do something about it. No, here comes teleport from Katarina or from Gates dito. He will try his best to give enough damage. However, JFC is still coming up. Damage out coming from the Pacific. He's not coming enough. He will go down. More hits mga kaibigan. Oni will dive in for BYY. JLC, sorry. And Stronger will go down as well. Ochi is still dishing a lot of damage. And Astarte managed to survive. It's the Baron for the Pacific. And without the Gamex.Wargods, they can get Baron 1 out. Sorry.
Questionable play there for GLC. He was able to try and save BYY against the initiation of Oni when it was advanced, but then he wasn't the frontline tank anymore for Wargods because he went out of the way, and then Pacific Esports just poured in and finished off Stronger, and Skill was just able to get away.
Alam mo, Gamex.Wargods, I mean Pacific Esports, they just can't ignore si Maokai or si JLC because of the damage that he can give while he is using the Spectral Marshal. And the tankiness na meron siya talaga ay sobrang effective for the team to zone out the other members of Pacific Esports.
Yes, but while that is happening, he was actually tanking a lot of damage, and Wargods didn't have a clear way of initiating, and that's why they lost that fight. If they have someone like a Sejuani jungle for themselves, would have been good. Yeah, like I said,
We'll try to steal this man. The Dragon once again, but too early to dive in. Pacific Astarte will use Soul Shackle to disable the other members of Team Pacific. However, Gamex.Wargods, BYY is taking a lot of damage because that Death Lotus from Nids dito. He used Sonia's Argat to save himself. What a turnaround coming from the members of Pacific once again. Nids was ignited. Not enough damage output. Oni is on a rampage to kill Ochi.
And like I've said, the late game captain is here for the burst damage output, and this might actually be the game for Pacific Esports. There is 4 members of Wargods dead. They do have the Baron buff. They do have a second Dragon buff.
They do have the Valentine's buff.
The Valentine's buff, actually no.
Taken by them.
Yes.
So, naagaw
Forcefully
nila.
taken. Oh.
Nakuha nila. Alright, that is the first game for tonight. Congratulations, Pacific, winning the first game against the Gamex.Wargods.
And now Pacific is one game away for getting second place in the PGS. That was a very, let's say, questionable game for Wargods. They got a lot of good clashes, but then a lot more bad clashes.
Actually, too much mistake coming from their team with the recent clashes na nangyari dito. So, sa ating analysis ngayon of what happened, Gamex.Wargods somehow managed to actually Pacific won the early game. So, ang naging problema dito, Gamex.Wargods somehow managed to win the mid game. Yun nga lang, hindi nila na-maintain ito after what happened nung mga sunod-sunod na clash dito. Because, yun nga, yung pinaka-nag-umpisa to yung sa mid lane na naging aggressive sila ng sobra. Ginamit ni JLC yung kanyang Righteous Glory to chase down Astarte, while the other members of Pacific surely decided to go for the carries.
It's also, again, with this composition of Gamex.Wargods, they only have a balance with it. Like, they have the frontline JLC that backline damages Ochi and VYY stronger and skill for the utility. Ang nangyari na dito, there was no real engage tool for them. It's actually might have been stronger trying to go in and like Dragon's Rage someone back out. Pero may Black Shield kasi si Astarte, and Astarte has a very good respawn time to releasing that Black Shield onto his member if ever na pumasok on si Stronger. And as for Pacific, ang dami ng late game carries with Luxuria being on the Lucian, Kassadin, of course, when he got items, ang lakas niya sobra. Zoe's Hourglass, Void Staff, Needlessly Large Rod, and Rod of Ages. And then Astarte and Batum were just engaging, initiating, getting picks out of the wazoo. And that gave them the first game.
Congratulations Pacific once again. Actually, yung kanilang lineup, kung mapapansin mo, sobrang hirap i-execute pang ganyang klase ng lineup. It's going to be very hard for their team. The only thing na talagang nag-realize sila dito ay yung skill coming from Batum with the Glacial Prison. Other than that, they don't have enough luck, skill or crowd control to win the upcoming team fight. And they most probably they're going to rely on sa kanilang burst damage na meron dito.
Yes, and now Wargods with that might try to put Stronger back into the support role because, well, in my opinion na lang, Stronger has been, more comfortable in that support role within these recent matches. Because nga, siya na nga naging, main support ng Wargods. And then Skill has been a really good jungler for them. So they might try to revert back in terms of the roles. You can see right now, Pacific Esports with 9 points, giving them the third place in the PGS, and Gamex.Wargods still in second, but they are in danger of losing that second place to Pacific Esports if Pacific Esports wins this game 2. So guys, what did you think of that match? If you want to show your support, comments, love advice, if ever sa amin mga single people here, you can post it down into our Twitter account. That's at PGSLOL.
Yes.
Same with our Instagram account if you want to see the behind the scenes of the Garena office.
Yes, so bago ang lahat, bago tayo mag-proceed sa ating break time at mag-next game tayo ngayon, meron nga pala nagpapabati ulit may friend ako na nagpapabati ulit na gusto niya ikaw bumati sa kanya.
Okay, saan ba dito? Oh, okay.
Yan.
Okay, again, so Happy Valentine's, Sir Roy Insyong. I believe he is the manager of Team Inesty.
So, Happy Valentine's ulit, Sir Roy. As well as, syempre, kay Matthew, na aking kaibigan, Happy Valentine's sa'yo.
Yes.
And thank you for watching, kay B, kay Bay, yan, Bay ang tawag ko dyan eh. Kay kay Jan Padernal, na nanonood ngayon ng ating PGS. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Meron mo tayong next game mamaya.
Yes. It will be, of course, game 2 muna with Wargods trying to get back into the game against Pacific Esports. And after that, it will be Mineski versus Imperium Pro Team Blue. Again, I am GS Asterai with an I, and alongside here with me is
I am G-Sphere.
And we will be right back.
Parasite the Maxim. Watch it the same day as Japan. Thursdays at 11 p.m. on Animax.